the aisle by the government emerging blindsided by the judgment. Proverb it was yet in negotiations in FEMA on a schedule for arrogant monitoring of meal and water supply allocation. FEMA has named the aisle's disaster transactions the longest supported allocation of meal, gas, and water supply in agent story, consisting more than rather than $1.6 trillion cost of meal and more than rather than $361 millionth cost of water supply. New shipments of meal and water supply will formally halt environment to the U.S. state in the Caribbean, although FEMA told it has more than rather than 46 millionth liters of water supply, 2 millionth meals prepared to eat and 2 millionth appetizer packs on the land for allocation if necessary. Same business delivery circuit for meal and water supply is de-established and individual suppliers are quite accessible. How FEMA provided consumer goods are no much longer necessary for disaster operative, the agent told in a declaration. Hector M. Pesquera, by the government's Social Security Registrar and country coordinate official, told the transfer time for regional authorities to get above allocation should recent at low 2 weeks. Same by the government, is wait for crucial information stipulated by FEMA in procedure to define while the responsibilities should be passed of FEMA to by the government of Puerto Rico, Pesquera told in a declaration. That has not happened yet and we were not aware how supplies would halt inbound, nor did by the government of Puerto Rico authorize the activity. Pesquera recognized how facility in largest areas include superior and lot economical indicators are show how restoration is underway. FEMA pledges extended supporting FEMA Representative William Buher told the agent will go on to supporting any registered as necessary and will ensure supplies to voluntary agencies and some individual non-commercial organizations, work in households in village, remote areas to address continuing calamity related as necessary as force and water supply is slowly recovered. The agent, that yet has on 5,000 staff on the aisle, is produced to restarting meal and water supply shipments should the requirement occur, on to the formal and expertise of the schedule. Talk Tuesday at a Washington occasion sponsored by the Latin Win Foundation Policy Activity Board, the mayoress told several schools external San Juan yet include no water supply, force, or those supplies of breast milk. Problems stay in several village towns in December. Representatives of the aisle's disaster control agent and FEMA consulted mayors through the aisle to define the requirement of meal and water supply to their communities, onto FEMA. The agent told 9 provincial production areas set to spread meal and water supply to the aisle's 78 mayors will stay outdoor. Domingo Mark, a clinic counselor who lives in San Juan, told lot remote towns yet include severe problems in meal and water supply. To several municipalities, it is wisdom to halt, Mark told of meal allocation efforts. Several include all roads outdoor, and largest of their barrios include force. The mountains are yet out of force, drinking water supply, and several areas include lose the major roads. The tool how several residents include to driving 30 to 40 protocol to get to a keep while it normally conducted 5 to 10 protocol. The old include at worst with they rely on other for transport.